Welcome back for another unboxing video. Today I'm very excited to open the box of Pillars of Heracles. Pillars of Heracles is a game that I had the pleasure to preview while it was seeking crowdfunding support. Now it's been fulfilled. This is the final production game. This is a game, mark my words, that everyone who's going to try it, who has any look for games with ancient Greece theme, they're going to definitely enjoy it. Now that being said, this video is going to be an unboxing video, so we're going to focus on how the final production of the game looks like. This is the full package, which contains of the core game. I have the miniature pack, and I have the epic expansion for the 5th player expansion if you wish to play it with 5 players. So this is a game that plays from 1 to 4 players, takes around 90 to 120 minutes, age is 14 and up, and the weight is 3.8 out of 5. It's designed by Thomas Ola, and it is published by Apiron Games, a company that has tremendous love for ancient Greece, ancient Greek mythology. And not only did they came up with a great game about ancient Greece, you'll find inside that they have done a ton of research, they're history buffs, and actually even the title that it says Pillars of Heracles and not Hercules, which is the most commonly known name for Heracles, indicates the depth of their research. So the game, as I said, is published by Apiron Games. It's belonging to the categories of civilization, city building games with variable mechanisms like area majority, area movement, deck building, rondel, and variable player powers. It also has solo mode, it has variants, and it has a 5th player expansion. The setting is simple. The game asks players to join them on an epic journey through the world of archaic period Greece, where heroes are born, city-states clash in bitter rivalries, and gods themselves shape the destiny of mortals. Prepare to immerse yourself in a strategic and immersive board game experience. In this game, you will embark on a quest to build and shape your own city-state, compete against formidable adversaries, and navigate the intricacies of the ancient Greek society. Against its rich historical and mythological backdrop, the game offers a unique blend of area control, rondel mechanisms and deck building, tableau building, set collection and resource management. As you expand your city-state and manage your resources, you'll need to strategize your moves on the rondel, carefully plan your actions, build and manage your deck, which will allow you to customize your strategy and prepare for exciting challenges. You'll channel the wisdom of the mighty Olympian gods to lead your city-state to greatness, or will you rely on cunning tactics and military might to conquer your rivals? As you explore the game's designed world, you will encounter iconic figures from the Greek history and mythology, engage in trades and diplomacy, and face the challenges and rewards of city building. Every decision you make, it will shape the fate of your city-state and determine your path to victory. Now, let's dive right away into the components of the game. Without further ado, I'm going to put the epic expansion and the miniature back aside for the moment. We're going to return, and I'm going to start with the core box, which is normal size box. It's quite heavy. This is the back side of the box. This is suppose the retail. I think this game was picked up, that's a good thing, from Grand Gamers Guild. That's why you can find their logo there as well, I think, and they're distributing also as well. This game comes with a UV spot, but it has a fantastic, amazing, absolutely stunning front cover. You have to agree with me on that. Right, so I'm opening the box. The first thing that comes in front of us is the rulebook. Now, don't be alarmed by the fact that you see 31 pages there, because it has a solo mode, it has the variants, the actual game rules, and that's one of the plus in this game. It's 12 pages with examples. So you see, then you start with appendix, solo mode, variants, and so on. The reason I'm showing you this to you is to highlight that this game has a lot of depth, a lot of strategy, but it doesn't overwhelm us. It doesn't throw at ourselves a ton of rules. Okay? But it has depth and strategy for sure. So first of all, we have the game board. The game board has two sides: the Mediterranean Sea side from one, and the Aegean side. Then you have various player boards, one for each player. You have city-state tiles, like Corinthos and Kyrene. You have player aids. You have city tiles. Then you have track tiles, which play a fundamental role in the gameplay. You have the resource tiles, the population tiles, and then you have pieces in the 4-player corridors. Pieces include pillars, citadels, agoras, which means markets in Greek, temples, hoplites, land units, worker land units, ships, which is a sea unit, and player markers for a total of 56. You have prophecy cards, you have forbidden domain cards, score pad, and then action cards. 100 action cards, and this is really the core of the game. You also have the mythology card, and then you have gameplay mode components, which are listed here, and these are for the additional gameplay mode that the game offers. Here's the setup. Here's how the game looks once you set it up. Here's how you start diving into the roles, the game objective. You need to become the most glorious city-state of all and have the most glory to win the game. The abilities of the city-states, the power and the control and how these are explained, how we progress on the various tracks, which I highlighted before. We have track rewards and abilities explained. Then we have resources, gaining cities, and then we start with the gameplay overview. We're going to be playing a number of rounds, and on your turn you must perform a status check, then either an advanced turn or a replenish turn. And additionally, during your turn you may perform any number of reactions. Here's a status check, and what does it mean? Here's a list of the free actions, and here is actually the advanced turn, and here's the replenish turn. And here we see the different actions explained. We have the movement, we have procure, which is actually the movement is part of, it's not a part of the rondel actions. Then you have the procure, which is a rondel action. You have the deploy, which is another action to get more troops and units on the board. You have the build action, which you build buildings and cities on the main board. You have the settle, when you're going to place pillars on the game board. Pillars is actually not just a title in this game, it's also a gameplay component. And then you have the ascend, which is the last rondel action. The game ends when a player during their turn controls 6 cities, or when a player have collectively researched the end of a number of region tracks, depending on the equal to the number of players, and or when 3 prophecy cards have been removed from the game board. So there you have it. This is everything for the core game. Then you have the appendix with all the different explanations. We have the standard gameplay, the tutorial game, the short game, the barbarian hordes, the Simahia, the Atlantis. All these are different gameplay modes. And then we have the skirmish mode, the legendary heroes, okay, and we have a special gameplay mode, which is the Siege of Destiny. And here's the setup and the different rules, so, and plus the solo mode, okay. So wow, a ton of gameplay. And you can also try different solo mode on the webpage of the company. So this is a game that has a lot of love, both in terms of production, development, and gameplay, as you can see. And if you ask me, it's a great game as well. But don't take my word for that. You need to check it and try it for yourselves. So let me put the everything at the side, so I can first of all take out the main board, so I can show you the map. Okay, so from the one side we have the Mediterranean. And from the other side we have the Aegean. Myself being Greek, I'm really happy to have both. Most probably I'll be playing the Aegean side most of the times, for obvious reasons. Okay, so this is Greece, this is Aegean, okay, and from the back side we have the Mediterranean. which includes, of course, also the grease area. So let me show you how this looks. And let me center it a bit so that you can have a full visualization of the map. So there you have it. Great map, great quality map print, matte print, thick cardboard. So everything looks really, really nice. Then we have player aids. For example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, these are the cities. Yeah, wait. This is a solo player aid. And these are laminated or something. These are great quality. So this is a solo player aid. Okay. And then we have the 5 player aids, which has from one side the status check and the advance or replenish turn and the free actions. And from the other side it has population tile rewards, the track rewards, the prophecy cards, and so on. Okay, for extra value. And they also have 5 of them. So right, that's really nice. Here we see different cards with the different city-states. This is Pella. This is Larissa. This is Phokia. This is Rhodos. And so on. Thiva, Corinthos, Sparta, and Athens. Athena in Greek. There you go. Next, we have the player boards. These are 4 in the core game, and you're going to get 1 extra in the back. Art is fantastic. This looks like Sunion Cape or something. Amazing. So this is the player board. It's recessed dual layer. Okay, so you have slots for your card and for your buildings and pillars, etc. So this is really nice. Then we have the player components. So I'm going to take everything out and show you how these look. We have different things, from ships, from temples, from agora, from settlers, from land units. Really, really great components. The basic colors are red, green, blue, and yellow. And this is nice custom wooden components. These are also the discs. Matching the hair colors. Okay, there you go. So these are all the pieces. Right, just to show you briefly, for example, this is a temple, this is the pillar, because you're going to see the miniature as well. This is the hoplite, the land unit, which has the spear and the shield. These here are the citadels. They all go into the respective slots here on the board. We also have the workers, and then we also have the custom wooden meeple sea vessels. Right. We have 4 colored standees, some baggies, some silica, which you should always throw away and not open it. And then we have the cards, which we're going to see in detail because they have great art. This is the score pad, by the way, so let me set it aside. These are the cards, and I want to show you the insert. It's nothing fancy, but it's definitely functional. Okay, meaning it's not game trays or anything, but it's nice and functioning. That being said, we have a journey through the archaic age, and here you can see historical prelude. You see the city-states with nice illustration, the people, the monuments, the heroes, the demigods, the titans, and the gods. Really nice leaflet. And then I'm moving to the Punchboards, quite a few. So we have the city-state tiles. For you to remember this, go and slot here, okay? These are dual-sided. Okay, let's take everything out. Again, these are the same cities still. You can find them in modern Greece. Much different in that period for sure, but it's amazing. Even the terminology used is really well thought from this company. Argos, Pella, and Athena and Sparta. The major rivals. This is a Rondel. This is a fantastic. If you like Rondel games, it's amazing. If you haven't played any Rondel games, you should definitely try this one. It's that good, really. Okay, these are the track tiles that they go around these different slots, and this is like you can think about it as a tech tree. I would say, in a way, and I envision it as a tech tree. And this is also a really nice way to develop. Okay. Okay, a bit glossy. This punchboard is different from that one, but still it's nice. Nice, acceptable thickness, I should say. Okay. These are strategy tiles, as they're called, and they really can give you the edge. I'm a bit concerned how I'm going to fit all these components into the core box. I'm assuming I need to be using a lot of baggies, unfortunately, which rather I didn't, but anyway. Okay. These are the heroes. Let's take them out. This is one of the modes, the different gameplay modes. You can enjoy the game, and that's nice. I mean, the core game itself, it's fantastic, but if you start adding the different ways to play the game, this is another reason to be excited about the game. So Iason, Heracles, Hippolyta, Atlanta, Theseus, Helios, Hector, Pythia, Odysseus, and Cadmus. So these are the heroes. Right. We have resource tiles, 20 in total. We have wine. We have iron. We have gold. This is marble. And this is wood. Since I said we have 5 of each, 4 of each, sorry. Need one more. Okay. Then we have starting city tiles, additional tokens. I'm just taking everything out from the punchboard. Some components may belong to... these are, I think, if you don't have the miniature expansion, which I have, fortunately, in the separate box, you use these standees together with those clips here. I'm going to show you later the miniatures for the heroes and the units, and these are, I get a chance to peek into the box, and these are absolutely amazing, and you'll be stunned. There are a lot of tokens in the game. But we're getting close. These are 2 final punchboards. And this is the last one. The art on the tiles and the cards is amazing. You'll see it again in a sec. Right. So then now we can focus on the cards. So there are 4 types of action cards. We have starting cards, characters, monuments, and Kingdom of Egypt cards. So let's see them. Hope the quality of the cardstock is good. Let's see. Yeah, slim finish, cardstock, great quality. Okay, so let's see a bit of the art. Olympic athlete, artisan, priestess, symposiarch, captain, midwife, Amazon, adventure, ruler, oracle, goldsmith, admiral, shield maker, diplomat, oil maker, sage, rhetor, architect, general, spy, scribe, storyteller, philosopher, Ajax, Agamemnon, Menelaus, Cassandra, Helen, Trojan horse, and these are the Kingdom of Egypt cards. This is really nice. I really hope they make an Egyptian game next, the company. That's a reason to get excited if I see Apeiron Games coming up with their new game with an Egypt team. Still, I'll prefer out of the 2 the one with the Greek mythology, but Egypt is Egypt, so yeah. Okay, these are monuments, I think, and the characters. So blacksmith, explorer, merchant. Oh, these are the starter ones. Sorry, the starter cards. Sailor, farmer, blacksmith, explorer again, and so on. Okay, so they repeat because it's a set of deck of cards for each of the 4 players. Here we see some monuments, I think. Grand Temple, Acropolis, yay. Mausoleum, Colossus, Palace, Stoa, City Walls, Prytanion, Sanctuary, Grand Statue, Treasury, Gymnasium, Theater, and Olympic Track. Right, next deck of cards. this one. These are mythology cards. There are 54 in total. And again, they fall in different categories. There are demigod cards, titan cards, and Olympian cards. So just to show you a bit of the amazing art, it's absolutely stunning. The art in this game is one of a kind. I really like what I see. It fits the game well, gives a thematic immersion, and overall elevates the game in terms of looks as well. Beyond its great gameplay, let me just take that to get it out of the way. It was one of the biggest surprises for me when I got the chance to preview the game. It came out of nowhere. It really rocked my table. I really enjoyed the gameplay, the ideas. Okay, and here's a small deck of cards. Let's see those as well. Okay, I think these are the prophecy cards, as they're called, for additional opportunities. Okay, cool. And these are the forbidden domain cards. There are 2 of those. Right. So that's a core game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's now see the miniature pack, which is this one. Again, fantastic cover. So let me just place this here and let's see what we have. So we have 2 trays, one on top of the other. One has the player pieces in miniature, and the other one has heroes and military units. So you see we have pillars, ships, hoplites, workers, cities, citadels, agoras, temples, Atlantis, and we have our heroes, Achilles, Atlanta, Hector, Heracles, and so on. Okay, wow. Let's put that there. And let's see how these look like. These are the citadels. These are the temples. Look like Parthenon or something, yeah. This is the Agora, if I'm not mistaken. These are the pillars in the 4 player colors. These look really nice. These are like real pillars. Okay, these are the starting cities. They have very nice detail. These are additional cities for players to build and control. Okay, really nice. So let's put that aside, and then we have hoplites. These are plastic miniatures instead of the, instead of the wooden ones. Okay, so it's like a miniature upgrade box. These are the ships. These are the builders. We have bases. This Atlantis. Very nice. These are bases for our heroes. Let's see our heroes. They are also washed, or they look like stone instead of plastic. This Heracles. With the lion. These are really nice miniatures. These are great quality and they look amazing. I like what they did here with the, I don't know, stone marble effect, how do you want to call it, this aging wash, because it's not, it's also matte, so it doesn't glare. Okay. I assume this was the CS with a piece of the boat. Very, very nice miniatures. Really, they've done a great job here. Okay, and the last one. Don't know if we've seen this one. This must be a Hilarious. Okay, there we go. These are the components of the miniature box, and the last thing I want to show you is the Epic expansion, which adds not only fifth player expansion with an additional board, additional components, and so on. It also some additional cards. It also adds a trading Monopolies expansion. Okay. And in here you can find, I think this is for the trading and Monopolies expansion. This was broken, so I need to glue it with some instant glue. And then it's again purple for same pieces in purple for the fifth player expansion. They come in their own miniature box, and they look really, really nice. So there you have it. These are all the components of Pillars of Heracles. Amazing game. Very, very happy. I was really looking forward to get this one on my table. So stay tuned for more from our channel. Many thanks for watching.